Say when.
Say when. Welcome to my gym, our gym. We just finished day 4 of the overtraining program. Shoulders and chest.
I can't feel my hands.
Yeah, my hands are tingling. It's pretty rough. Get an opportunity to do this workout, go purchase it. I highly recommend it. It's a damn good workout. What I wanted to run over real quick was macros. Tracking your macros is probably the most important thing that you can do in order to get to where you want to be. If you lift weights, you exercise, you do it on a regular basis, and you eat decent, you'll get to where you want to be. But to get there the most efficient way, in my opinion, what I do is I track my macros. I have 250 grams of carbs a day, 250 grams of protein a day, and anywhere between 60 and 75 grams of fat, depending on what I'm doing that day. Shane follows pretty much the same thing. He's seen some good results with it. He's lost inches off his waist. He probably lost 15, 20 pounds in just a couple months. It doesn't take very long once you figure out exactly what works for you. But the trick is finding out what works for you. You can either pay somebody to figure it out for you, or you can figure it out yourself for free. There's an app called MyFitnessPal. Download it and play with it. Add your food before you eat it, because it's easier to delete it out of the app than it is to get rid of it after you eat it. That's a whole other story. But if you have any questions about macros, comment down below. I'll answer as easy as I can, as fast as I can, and I'll answer to what works for me. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a trainer. I'm just a guy who lifts weights and follows what he eats. Shane, you got anything to add?
Just one quick thing. One good way to get rid of your excess macros is to do this workout, because you'll probably get sick. That's just my opinion. Carry on. Team Kratos.
Team Kratos. See you next week.
So I wanted to add a little something to the end of the video about PTSD that a lot of us don't realize that it is actually a disorder that some of us have from something that's happened to us. Not just veterans get PTSD. Anybody can have PTSD from a traumatic incident or anything like that. But what we choose to do with it is what makes us who we are. Before what happened to me, I used to think that PTSD was for the weak-minded, and your mind could overpower what it is. And now that I have it, I realize that that's not the case. So just kind of an insight of how PTSD affects people is it affects your sleep, it affects who you are, how you react to different things, because I didn't used to be this way. But it sure has changed my life a lot. I do use the gym to help me cope with a lot of it, and I also use therapy. But with that being said, the reason I do this channel is I'm trying to help raise awareness for people with PTSD and homeless vets, but also just try to get people to reach out and just talk to somebody that may need help. You know, that homeless person sitting on the side of the street. Yeah, we don't know what he did to get there or she did to get there, but helping them out may make them change their life and try to do something better, or try to do something different. Words and actions can change people's lives. One last thing, Team Kratos, where did I get that from? So basically Kratos is a god of war. He's a Greek mythology, I think even Roman mythology, one of the in-between. He worked for both. He was a god slayer. And if you've played the video game, you know about God of War. I choose Team Kratos because any veteran that's been to war, he's not necessarily a god of war, but he's survived war. So it makes him kind of a god of war, I guess you could say. It doesn't mean he was a badass. It doesn't mean that he was Chesty Puller or General Patton or some of the famous people of war, but it does mean that he survived and he's made it out, and now possibly he suffers from PTSD. So Team Kratos is anyone who has been to war and is now still fighting the fight. Also, you could be part of Team Kratos if you support any veterans in any way, shape, or form, be verbally or monetarily or anything like that. So I'm gonna order a couple shirts with Team Kratos on it and my logo, and I'm gonna have a couple giveaways for T-shirts, and I'll be mailing them out to people in the next couple of weeks. So check back in a few weeks for the contest. Maybe one of the contests will be a Wolverine look-alike. Until next time, stay fit.